Hello everyone, this is Saurabh from Toppers Academy, and today we are going to discuss about current electricity of class 10 physics from Salina Publisher book, and we will see how to write the answers in examination to fetch good marks, whether it is CBSE or ICSE or any state board. So coming to the question number 1, that is define the term current and state its SI unit. Current is defined as the rate of flow of charge. You have also to give the formula of it. I is equal to Q by T. Q is the charge and T is the time, and Q is measured in coulomb and T in T in seconds. So coulomb per second is nothing but ampere. So its SI unit is coulomb per second or ampere. Moving to question number 2. Define the term electric potential, state its SI unit. Electric potential is at a point is defined as the amount of work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to that point, and its unit is the volt. If you write this answer, you will get full out of full. Moving to question number 3. How is the electric potential different between the 2 point defined? State its unit. The potential difference between 2 points is equal to the work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to another point, and again its SI unit is volt. Question number 4. Explain the statement, the potential difference between the 2 points is 1 volt. 1 volt is the potential difference between 2 points in an electric circuit when 1 joule of work is done to move charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another. Then it becomes 1 volt. Okay. So if you write this answer, you will get full marks. Now moving to question number 5. Explain the analogy between the flow of charge or the current in a conductor under a potential difference with the free fall of a body under gravity. This is some technical questions which require a good explanation. So here we go. The solution could be written as, if a body falls on releasing it from a height, it falls downwards toward the earth's surface. For this one end has to be at higher level and other at lower level, so that gravity could effect on this difference and body could freely fall. Same way to make flow of the current through a conductor, the gravity of course has no role to play. There should be difference of electric potential. This differences give the flow of charge in a conductor. Okay guys, so we will move to question number 6. That is define the term resistance and state its SI unit. It is the property of a conductor to resist the flow of charges through it, and its SI unit is ohm. Question number 7. Name the particles which are responsible for the flow of current in a metal. Explain the flow of current in a metal on the basis of movement of the particles named by you. The solution would be, in a metal, charges responsible for the flow of current are free electrons. The direction of flow of current is conventionally taken opposite to the direction of motion of electrons. Moving to question number 8. How does the resistance of a wire depend on its radius? Explain your answer. The solution to this question would be, it is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the wire, that is R is proportional to 1 by A, or A is given by pi r square. This means if a wire of the same length but of double radius is taken, its resistance is found to be 1/4 because it is inversely proportional. Moving to question number 9. How does the resistance of a wire depend on its length? Give a reason for your answer with a reason. Solution. The resistance of a wire is directly proportional to the length of the wire, that is R is proportional to I. The resistance of the conductor depends on the number of collisions which the electrons suffer with the fixed positive ions while moving from one end to the other end of the conductor. Obviously, number of collisions will be more, and a longer conductor as compared to a shorter conductor. Therefore, a longer conductor offers more resistance. Moving to question number 10. How does the resistance of a metallic wire depends on its temperature? Explain with reason. This is a very good question and it comes many times in my examinations. So the answer would be, with the increase in the temperature of conductor, both the random motion of electrons and the amplitude of vibrations of fixed positive ions increases. As a result, the number of collisions increases. Hence, the resistance of the conductor increases with the increase in its temperature. The resistance of filament of a bulb is more when it is glowing, that is, when it is at high temperature, as compared to when it is not glowing, that is, when it is cold. Moving to question number 11. Two wires, one of copper and other of iron, are of same length and same radius. What will have more resistance? Give reason. Iron wire will have more resistance than copper wire of the same length and same radius because resistivity of iron is more than that of copper. Question number 12. Name the factors on which name the factors on which name the factors on which Okay, name three factors on which a resistance of a given wire depends and state how it is affected by the factors stated by you. So the solution to this question will be resistance of a wire is directly proportional. Resistance of a wire is directly Resistance of a wire is directly proportional to the length of the wire means with the increase in length, resistance also increases. That is, R is directly proportional to I. Number 2, resistance of a wire is inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area. If area of cross-sectional area is more, then the resistance will be less, and vice versa. It is given by R is proportional to 1 by A. And number 3, resistance increases with increase in temperature. Since with increase in temperature, the number of collision increases. Number 4, it depends on the nature of conductor because different substances have different concentration of free electrons. Substances such as silver, copper, etc. offer less resistance and are called good conductors, but substances such as rubber, glass, etc. offers very less resistance and are called insulators. Moving to question number 13, which is one of the famous question and very important question, state Ohm's law and draw a neat label diagram containing a battery, a key, a voltmeter, an ammeter, a rheostat, and an unknown resistance to verify it. The solutions to this answer would be it states that the electric current flowing through a metallic wire is directly proportional to the potential difference, that is capital V, across its end, provided its temperature remains the constant or the same. This is called Ohm's law. V is equal to IR, and you should also draw the circuit diagram to show it in order to fetch the full marks. Now moving to question number 14. What is the necessary condition for a conductor to obey Ohm's law? The necessary condition is that when the physical conditions and the temperature of the conductor remain constant, then Ohm's law is obeyed. Question number 15. Draw a VI graph of a conductor obeying Ohm's law. What does the slope for represent? The slope will be representing the resistance and the graph is shown as below. Means it will be a straight line, that is it will be represented y is equal to mx plus c form, and it will from 0 it will increasing gradually. Draw a IV graph for a linear resistors. What does its slope represents? The slope of the IV, that is delta IV delta V, is equal to the reciprocal of the resistance of the conductor, or it means that is 1 by resistance of the conductor, which is conductance. So the slope represents the conductance. Moving to question number 17. What is ohmic resistor? Give one example of an ohmic resistor. Draw a graph to show its current voltage relationship. How is the resistance of the resistor determined from this graph? Solution is ohmic resistors. And ohmic resistors are resistors that obey Ohm's law. For example, all metal conductors such as silver, aluminum, copper, iron, etc. And again we will draw the graph to show its slope, and from the above graph the resistance can be determined in the form of slope. Question number 18. What are non-ohmic resistors? Spelling is wrong, that is resistors. Give one example and draw a graph to show its current voltage relationship. So it will be a curved graph, and it will be shown as below, and the example is diode valve. Question number 19. Give two differences between an ohmic and non-ohmic conductor or in a resistor. So answer would be ohmic resistors obeys Ohm's law, that is V by I is constant for all the values of I or V, whereas non-ohmic resistors do not obey this, and it is not same for all I, V and I. In ohmic number 2, in ohmic resistors Vi is linear in nature, while in non-ohmic Vi is non-linear in nature. Question number 20 is very important. A figure shows there are four options. IV graph for identify the ohmic and non-ohmic and give a reason. So the ohmic conductors are number D, and Non-ohmic conductors are A, B and C because ABC is non-linear while D is linear in nature. 21. Draw VI curve for conductor at two different temperatures. What conclusion you draw from the graph for the variation of resistance of conductor with temperature? So we will draw the diagram T1 and T2. In the T1 the straight line is T4, then straight line B, which leads up to the conclude that the resistance of conductor is more at higher temperature T1 than at lower temperature. Thus we can say the temperature of the conductor increases with increase in temperature. Question number 22. Define the term resistivity and state its SI unit. It is defined as the resistivity of the material is the resistance of the wire of that material of unit length and unit cross-section area. Its SI unit is ohm meter. Write an expression, question number 23. Write an expression connecting the resistance and resistivity. State the meaning of symbol stated. So R is equal to rho L by A. Rho is the resistivity, L is the length, R is the resistance, and A is the cross-section area. If you write this 4, you will get the full marks. Question number 24. State the order of resistivity of metal, non-semiconductor and insulator. So it will be metal less than semiconductor less than insulator. Question number 25. Name a substance of which the resistance remains almost unchanged by the increase in temperature. The answer would be manganese. 26. Name the material used for making the connection wires. Give a reason for your answer. Why should a connection wire be thick? Copper or aluminum is used as a material for making connection wire because the resistivity of this material is very small, and thus wires of this material possess negligible resistance. The connection wires are made thick so that their resistance can be considered as negligible, or R is equal to rho L by A. Therefore, greater the area of cross section, lesser shall be the resistance. Question number 27. Name a material which is used for making the standard resistors. An example is, and the answer is, manganese is used for making the standard resistor because its resistivity is quite large and the effect of change in temperature on the resistance is negligible. Question number 28. Name the material used for making a fuse wire. Give a reason. It is mostly made up of alloy of lead and tin because its resistivity is high and melting point is low, which is the basic features for a fuse to work. Question number 29. Name the material used for filament of an electric bulb. Number 2. Heating element of a room heater. The solution would be a wire made up of tungsten is used for filament of electric bulb because of its high melting point and high resistivity. And number 2 is a nichrome wire is used as a heating element for a room heater because the resistivity of nichrome is high and increase in its value while increase in temperature is high. Question number 30. What is the superconductor? Give one example of it. A superconductor is a substance of zero resistance at a very low temperature. Example is mercury at 4.2 Kelvin. And the next question is, a substance has zero resistance below 1 K. What is such substance called? It is called superconductor. Then we are left with two of the multiple choice type, that is, which of the following is an ohmic resistance, and option is nichrome, D, because substance which obeys Ohm's law or a linear graph is called ohmic conductor. Other than that, they are not. For which of the following substance resistance decreases with increase in temperature? So the answer will be carbon. It decreases with increase in temperature. But for semiconductor, the resistance and resistivity decreases with increase in temperature. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. Do subscribe our channel, and for enrollment you can call our number 98048316406, and the numerical part of this exercise will be dealt in the other video. Thank you.